Hello everyone, I am Jacob, also known as Davinci Resolve, and today I'm going to show you how to make a LUT, which stands for Lookup Table in Davinci Resolve. You can use this on your C920 or your C922. This is mainly used for webcams, but you can use it on, say, a Panasonic G7. I don't know about any other cameras, but I'm going to show you how to do this. Okay, so we're going to start here and do Untitled Project, right? What you want to do first before you do anything in Davinci Resolve is to take a short, about 3-5 second recording in OBS with your lighting, right? No filters or anything on that. And then we're going to go in here and I'll show you what to do from there. Okay, so what you want to do, and I've already done this earlier. So you want to take your video file and you want to go and get this file out of your OBS Studio. So for me, it would be right over here. OBS Studio, Data, Plugins, Filters, LUTs, and then grab the original. All right, but since I already have that in there, I'm just going to go to where I had it. So you want to grab these two files. All right. Me is just a preference thing, but I always do this. I have this one on the right all the time. Okay, so what you want to do then is you want to select these both, right? Move them down to where they're in here. Okay, that didn't work. Come on now. There we go. And then what you want to do is you want to go to color. All right. And so this thing right in that, so this is your shadows and everything, correct? So I'm going to bump this down just a little bit. A little bit, I said. Sometimes that'll happen when you go to move it, and I hate it that it does that. There we go. All right, and then you got your gamma. I'm going to bump this down just a smidge as well. Gotta make sure you got a steady hand with your mouse or it can do what it just did with mine. Then your gains your overall lighting. I'm going to bump this up a little bit as well to about, not by much, but just enough, you know. Now, you can mess with this however you want. If you're, really knowledgeable about color correction, you can make this look however you want. Don't go off, what I'm showing you, my settings and everything. This right here is just my personal preference. Now, the offset, I believe, does your midtones and everything as well. So it really crisps it up. And then if you want to, you can go down here and, grab some contrast. I add just a tad bit of contrast. And then you can add more saturation to it and everything. I do it about 52.40 on this, how I do it. All right, and so you can see where it's changed. If you click up here, see before, after, you already see the big old difference there. Okay, now what you want to do first is after you do all that, you want to go down here, hit this little cogwheel. You want to change this by 12 by 512. Otherwise, it's going to screw everything up with your colors. All right, so once you do that, you're going to want to click on this LUT file that we brought in from OBS, right? Click on that, and then hover over your picture, your recording, middle click. And so what that did is it just changed the colors, right? So then what you want to do from here is do grab still, right click on it, export. You want to export as a PNG file, okay? I'm just going to name this one test LUT, but name it how you want to, right? So test LUT. It's already did it, so I'm just going to do it again. And then I've already, like I said, I already did it, so I'm going to resave it and go from there. All right. So then I'm not going to save this because I already, well, no, I'll save it. Just test LUT. Okay, whatever. Just LUT 2. Okay. And so then what we're going to do from there is I'm going to show you what to do after that. Okay. So now you can see what's on this screen. Okay. So I already have my LUT on. So when you go in here, you want to go to filters and everything, right? So you see here it said you want to go in here and hit effects filter, hit the plus sign, apply LUT. So I already got that on there. Then you're going to want to browse to where your LUT files are at. For me, I've already moved it over into OBS. Yeah, because when you make that, you can go ahead and move it into all over here. Whoop, not there. You can move it over here into your plugins, into your LUTs, and pretty much like that. But see, I have it in my picture file, so I haven't moved it just yet because I just made a new one. All right, so when you go from that, there you go. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to go into your properties. You want to configure your video. All right, you can have your settings the same as I have mine if you want. All right, so you want to, bump your gain up if it's a little too dark. Do your sharpening, your white balance. Me personally, I turn off auto white balance. Now in here, this is the creme de la creme. Turn off autofocus and exposure. The reason why you want auto exposure off is when you move your hand like that, you get the full frame rate. Turn off low light compensation. You don't need that. And then you can adjust your zoom to what you want. Me personally, I just kind of make it zoom in a little bit more on me. And from there, you're good to go. Hit apply. Now, sometimes when you restart, depending on what kind of camera you have, you will have to go back through here and kind of mess with your settings a little bit. But overall, that's pretty much what my settings are, and you can see the difference because, like I said, I showed you it on and off. So I'll show you again. This is it on, and that's off. It's a big difference. And your lighting is going to be the key. So I have a light over here to my right and one over here, and I have them, perfect to what I need for. Now, some people have lights behind them. I don't. I haven't got that yet. So you might, your setup for your LUT's going to be a little different than mine. But that's pretty much the overall gist. I hope this was, educational for y'all, and I hope it helps anybody else out on this. Now, if you want to see me on Twitch, you can catch me every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The link will be in the description below. Take it easy, y'all.